Welcome to Chapter 6, Birth Control. Many of you have already been mentioning the problem with teenage pregnancy these days. In the U.S., teen pregnancy is certainly out of control. Why? Is not because contraception is not available. It's because it's not being used. Part of this fault is a fault of society. Both here and abroad, many men are taught that it is manly to have children. Unfortunately, all too often, it's the women who are left holding the baby, literally. Teen pregnancy is not only our problem, however. Worldwide population increase is out of control, and if we don't stop the growth, we're only going to be hurting ourselves in the long run. So what do we do? I'm certain many of you know about contraception or birth control methods, but you may not know how effective or ineffective each method is. I also hear more people than I care to count who believe that birth control just means the pill. Birth control is anything that controls births from happening. So everything in this chapter counts as controlling births and hence birth control. I'm continually frightened when students admit to me that they have been using the withdrawal method or coitus interruptus as their preferred method with no knowledge of how ineffective it is. In truth, if you want to be 100% certain you will not become pregnant or get someone pregnant, you have only one option: abstinence. Most people at this point say, yes, I know that, now give me the other options. Table 6.2 will show you a quick list of effectiveness, incorporating perfect use and typical use pregnancy rates. Your choice out of the list is up to you. There are numerous reasons for choosing each method, and each person has different concerns. Do yourself a favor, though. Never trust the myths. If you have sex, you can get pregnant. It's that simple. I will suggest against the relatively ineffective methods, since they are relatively ineffective. Fertility awareness methods tend to have a low effectiveness due to requiring long periods of abstinence, but they are far more effective than nothing at all, and a good choice for people where religion forbids other contraception. Personally, I'm a big proponent of kill and trap those little sperm before they get anywhere near my eggs. Spermicides alone can be effective at killing, but they work best in conjunction with a barrier method like male condoms, female condoms, diaphragms, cervical caps, or contraceptive sponges. I can't stress enough that your best protection against pregnancy and STIs is condoms with non-oxidol 9. Check the box, not all condoms have it. And check the rules for use. Many people are surprised about the use of oils. Hopefully no one in this class is surprised that you should use a condom only once, although I have heard horror stories, including one young man who turned the condom inside out for use a second time. I have yet to hear of a good excuse for not using one. You always have time for a condom. It's always worth using a condom. Iuds lost popularity for a number of years due to design flaws, but are making a comeback for individuals who are considering sterilization or have problems with hormonal methods. Most people prefer hormonal methods, those commonly known as the pill, the shot, the patch, the ring, or Norplant. These methods allow for spontaneity and are easy for doctors to prescribe, but they do not protect you against diseases and should not be used alone if you have multiple partners. And by multiple partners, I don't just mean multiple partners at once. I mean multiple partners over a short period of time. In the event that a person and their spouse decides not to have any more children, sterilization is a great option. It should be recognized that this should not be considered as reversible option. Tubal ligation, they cut your tubes in pieces. You don't want to be doing that again. The same with vasectomy. So it should not be considered a reversible choice. It should be considered a permanent one. We have spoken of the low success rate of many of these methods. Despite the care one may take to avoid pregnancy, accidents can happen. Emergency contraception is an option within 72 hours after intercourse and is certainly recommended in rape cases. As far as what the options are in the case of unwanted pregnancy, they do vary. I'm not pushing my beliefs on anyone. I'm only asking you to read about the options. Many people hear false information, and I would rather you make informed decisions about what happens. Remember, all vaginal sex can lead to pregnancy. It's up to you to protect yourself as best you can if you don't want to have a child. In the next chapter, we'll hear about the happier side of pregnancy and the joy it can bring as well.